It's Claire and Katie here, and today we're going to discuss Office Icks featuring my very own roast session about Katie's fashion choices in college at the end of the episode.
Corporate crash out. Will you cash in or crash out?
All right, Miss Catherine. Miss Catherine, I'm asking you, what are we going to talk about this evening?
Dress to impress. I sent you the Google Doc. It's okay.
This is real evidence of my slacking. I'm sorry, I'm just a girl. I had to find somewhere to live all weekend. I'm not homeless anymore, so we have that to look forward to.
Okay, so starting off strong, I think the way you dress depends on your role. And I know one of our friends is a coder and she just wears I'm pretty sure shorts and a t-shirt and Birkenstocks to work.
Couldn't be me.
And if you're client facing, you kind of have to wear something more formal, you know?
But have you ever heard that saying? It's dress for the job you want to have, not the job you do have. So I kind of have this weird conflict in me because I feel like you see all of these coders at super modern companies and they're wearing sweatpants to work and gym clothes and we have new rules. This is a new office. But you literally can't tell me that the CEO is not wearing a shirt and tie when he's going to ask for money to fund a new project or something like that, you know?
You can't tell me that. To ask for money he's going out on the street and asking people for money. But no, I know what you're talking about. I don't know, one of the CEOs at one of the companies I worked for, he used to just wear sweatpants to work because he would come in on Fridays and no one else would come in on Fridays and he would be there in his sweatpants and t-shirt and he did not care.
I mean, I guess in accounting, we do that on Saturdays during busy season, but even then it's kind of scary to see.
Saturdays.
Well, it's kind of scary to see your coworkers in street clothes. It's like seeing your coworker in the wild. What if my boss runs into me and I'm at Sam's Club in a crop top? That's so scary.
No, I've definitely thought about this. Or I'm at a club and I see some of my older coworkers and I'm like, what? I thought about that.
I think about this all the time. I'm I'm gonna go out to Broadway and see, run into X, Y, and Z from work. But in what world is that happening? They're asleep.
I hope they're asleep. I even my coworkers, I asked them what their hobbies were and they were like, oh, well, we build Legos and we play video games. And I was like, do you guys watch Love Island? And everybody looked at me what the fuck are you talking about? But anyways.
Okay, that's the other thing. Just to tie in Love Island, some of these people have legit jobs and they leave their jobs to go on this show and then their boss is just gonna see them in a string bikini that's up their ass with a big microphone hanging off their neck. Crazy.
Okay.
Crazy.
I wonder how they get employed after that. But also, do they really need to be employed? But some of them do go back to work, don't they? I guess it's easier for the guys, though. I will say that because they're only wearing shorts. You know, it's hard for a guy to be slutty in a bathing suit, you know?
It's so much less exposing.
Yeah. So I feel for the guys, I get it. For the girls, though, I feel it's kind of a big risk that I don't know if I'd be willing to take.
Honestly, I think we should make the men on Love Island wear banana boats.
What are banana boats?
You know, a man Speedo that's just the sling.
Oh, ew, Claire, no. Okay, anyways.
It's a boat for your banana.
Back to the actual dress wear. So what do you wear to work? And I'll talk about what I wear to work.
I mean, I definitely have weeks where I look really cute every single day. And then there's weeks where I just wear jeans and a nice shirt every single day.
Okay.
But I would say my dress code is smart casual. So basically, jeans are acceptable. But I mean, I'm a sucker for a dress or a skirt though, not because it's cuter, but because it's comfortabler. Wait, is that a word?
I don't think so.
More comfortable.
Okay, so I'm kind of the opposite because I wear pants and shirts, and then if I'm cold in the office, I'll put over a cardigan or something. But what I've noticed at my workplaces is that, you know, usually obviously Claire said, dress for the job you want to have. So all the interns and the lower level analysts will dress up nicer, and then the managers and directors will just wear more casual stuff. if they're not client facing.
I hate to say it, somehow my office is the reverse of that.
Really?
I would say it's like the reverse of that, or like everyone's dressing equally. Sometimes I see people at my level what they wear to work, and I'm like, maybe not, but you know, they're living their best life, and guess who gets paid every 2 weeks? Just like me, them. So I don't know. I don't really know who's winning here. I don't know who's winning here.
That's so interesting. Because I feel like, yeah, like the younger people try harder at my work. And then the other thing is people at my work wear like tennis shoes mostly. People don't really wear like dress shoes except for like me and a few other people, which I think is really interesting.
That is weird. I feel like everyone's wearing tennis shoes these days.
Oh, really?
Not like Hoka's, but like nice tennis
People
shoes.
just wear regular tennis shoes.
What?
Not like running tennis shoes, but just like Adidas or something.
Like street shoes?
Yeah.
Like Nike Dunks?
No. One guy wore that to graduation, and I thought you wouldn't be able to see that like underneath the robe, but you can fucking see, let me tell you. It was so like, it was like the green robe and then the large nice dunks. And it was so funny. But anyways.
Well, you said you're a pants girl, right?
Yeah, just because like I feel like it's the easiest thing, and then I don't know, I just don't have to worry about it being the skirt being too long or too short or anything like that. Yeah. And I feel like dresses, they could also be too tight.
Well, I have a shameless plug.
What?
You've got to try the trousers from Aritzia.
Really? Because I wear, my pants are from Express, and you can get like the long, short, medium version or whatever. And that's really nice. And those are pretty good.
And guess who does that too? Aritzia.
I like Express fabric though.
Have you tried on the pants from Aritzia?
No. Is this like an Aritzia ad?
I promise this is not an Aritzia ad. I don't own that much from Aritzia because it's so expensive. I'm not sponsored. Aritzia, if you're hearing this, I want more pants. But no, I'm serious. And then I put this girl on at my office, and she like wore them to work, and she was like,
Wow,
yeah,
she wore
these
them.
are the best. She wore them. It was crazy. And she said, yeah, these are probably the best business pants ever. And I want
Do
more
they
pairs
have
of
it
them.
in all colors?
All colors that are appropriate for the office. Yeah.
Do they have like the blue and white stripes?
Yeah.
Or the blue and the black and the tan?
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Okay, fine. I still like Express, but okay, now you guys have two options, Aritzia or Express. So that's good. And then where do you get your skirts and dresses from? I feel like you're going to say Amazon. But
No, I do get a lot of business clothes from Amazon actually, but I will say not as much luck with that. I feel like every time I order business clothes off Amazon, they're either way too see-through for work, or they come in looking nothing like what it was supposed to. But I will say like 1 in every 7 shirts I order from Amazon are good for work.
Okay, that's not a great ratio. But I guess I just hate returning things. So that's my issue with Amazon. Like, I tried to order a few things for my internship, and it was just not a good look. Like, I ordered this red top because I feel like I never wear red, and then it was just super ugly, and another shirt was see-through. So I think I'm going to have to go somewhere else, but I don't know where to go yet.
I will say skirts and dresses are something you just have to try on. I feel like most of my skirts and dresses have come from like small boutiques or just like random one-off situations. I don't know. I haven't found a good supplier yet for those.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. How long are your dresses though? Like, that's the thing I always worry about.
I don't know. I would say like teacher length appropriate. Like, I don't wear anything that's like past my knee. I could, but I just like midi skirts and long skirts anyways because my office is freezing.
Wait, you don't wear anything past the knee?
No, I don't wear anything above the knee. I think I said that backwards.
I was like, that's gonna be a super lax workplace. But anyways, yeah, no, I agree. And I feel like, I don't know, I just don't like the look of it. And I feel like it gets hot, especially when you have to walk like for lunch somewhere every day. I mean, now I work in a work that has a cafeteria, but before I didn't really love wearing like thick dresses or anything.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't really feel like I wear thick dresses though. I like wear like flowy, thin, airy vibes, but you know.
Well, what do you wear for like shoes then?
Like loafers? I don't know.
Loafers? What kind of
Not like
loafers?
loafers, like slide-in ones, like mules. That's what they're called.
What are
Katie, like
these?
like like your toe is covered, but your back of your foot's not.
Oh, I see.
Or like flats.
Yeah, flats. I wear flats. Okay, that's interesting because I feel
Or
like,
like in the winter, I'll wear boots.
oh, that's a good one actually. Wait, these
Are
are
you
actually
typing
some
in
good
boots?
ideas. I
Katie, oh my
no,
gosh, I'm crying. I'm gonna have to start sending Katie my outfit of the day. Oh, OTD. Get ready for work with me. Get ready for work with me as a corporate girl.
I have two pairs of shoes right now because the other pair were literally like deteriorating. Like this is so weird, but like the sole like came detached from like the other part of the foot. But I like never found other shoes that I really liked, so I just wear them into the office and they like slip around and be so annoying, and I really hated them. But I was like too lazy and like didn't end up buying any until just now on Amazon.
Well, have you heard of Rothy's? I really want to try them, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But people swear by Rothy's. They're supposed to be like really comfortable and you could like throw them into your washing machine. I just can't decide if they're cute.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Wait, I saw some of these, but I don't know, I didn't like the texture of the way they look. And I know that's so weird and specific, but wait, honestly, they're so expensive though.
I know, and for what? But apparently they're like the most comfortable shoe ever for the office.
Wait, I'm confused. Why are they sling backed? Like,
Not all of them are sling backed. There's different styles.
oh. Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. People are like into it, but I haven't tried it yet. Okay, switching it up though, how do you feel about all of these athleisure brands deciding that they're coming out with work lines? Because quite frankly, I'm sick of it. Stay in your lane.
Wait, give me examples.
Lululemon.
Oh, yes.
Aloe.
My boyfriend just got pants for his birthday from Lululemon. They don't look that great, but maybe it was just a color. But I got him Viore pants because actually that brand is like, you know, the one that has like Livy Dunn on the front.
I know Viore. I know what Viore is.
Oh. And then I got him like the regular work pants and he loves those because he was like, oh, my thighs are bigger and my waist is smaller because I work out.
Oh,
And so nothing
my
ever
gosh.
fits him, but he really likes the
I'm gonna
Viore
throw
stuff.
up.
Why?
I see. It's a no from me. It's a no from me. We do not need to be wearing athletic clothing brands to work.
What I kind of understand it for like guys because they make like pants for people that work out. So I understand it from that perspective. But from girls that I've seen wearing like a Lululemon tank top to work, you know, like the Align top or whatever they had. Okay, well, it was like thicker.
Yeah.
And I've seen some people wear those not to my work, but like online and on
What?
TikTok. So they're a marketing job. And I'm like, yeah, why would you guys wear this? But I don't know. But I think in general, it's fine.
You're kidding me.
What? You should see the Viore ones.
Yeah.
They're actually really different. It's good for guys that don't know where to shop because think about it. I'm a 22-year-old guy and my mom's bought my clothes my whole life. Like, where the fuck am I going to shop? But then I saw Livy Dunn on this ad and there were pants on it and they looked like work pants and athletic pants. So I just ordered a bunch online. I feel like that's the exact type of customer they're trying to get. But like, think about it.
I
It
know,
makes
but
sense.
that's what's wrong with the world right now. It makes
Why?
sense, and they're probably making hella money off of it, but this is what's wrong with our world, is that men can't just figure out how to fucking go to JCPenney's and get a new pair of work pants.
My boyfriend would
What?
actually die if he went to JCPenney's. All of his clothes must be under $5 and he goes thrifting. I don't know, but I go to Goodwill with him all the time.
What?
And honestly, oh, that's another one of my plugs though. Okay, for
This isn't
guys that
real.
need a really good dress shirt, Goodwill actually has some good ones. You know, like the expensive ones, like the Brooks Brother ones that are like $130 each or whatever. If you go to Goodwill, sometimes they have like really nice ones actually for not that much. And so he's gotten like 10 really nice shirts from that.
Actually, I've thrifted a lot of really good blazers because you think about it, like people get blazers and they wear them a few times and then they like throw them out, and they're so expensive. And for what? I've found so many good ones at thrift stores.
Yeah, I agree. I think the blazers are really good. Okay, wait. So what brand specifically do you have a problem with also providing athletic or work clothes.
Well, okay, just for example, I was in Aloe the other day and they had some cute trousers.
Not Aloe. They don't. That's weird.
Okay, well, let me finish my story. Thank you. So I was in Aloe and I was like, oh, those are cute trousers. They probably would be comfy. Maybe I should get on board with all of this athleisure crap. And so then I picked them up and I'm holding them up like you do when you go into the store and you're shopping for clothes and they're on the table and you hold them up and you look at them and you think, would this look good on me? Do I like the way this looks? Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I'm holding them up in the air. I turn them around and there's a big logo on the back of the kneecap. And I'm like, I can't be walking through corporate America with this giant ass logo on my kneecap.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The one that they put on their athletic clothes on the knee.
Yeah. And I'm like, what is this?
No, that's so fair. I didn't even know they had corporate clothes. What?
I just think it's kind of embarrassing if there's like a Lululemon logo on your clothes. Oh my god, I can hear your fucking neighbors walking around upstairs.
Where?
We're trying to film a podcast here.
No.
I was done. That's my story. I just think it's a little bit embarrassing to like have an athletic brand logo or any logo in general on your pants except for your company, like maybe like on your clothes. Like, while you're at work. Like, I don't need a logo on my clothes while I'm at work.
Yeah, I get that. And I kind of agree. I feel like if you do have one with a logo or, like, a pair of athletic pants that happens to have a logo, just cover it with your shirt or something.
Good luck if it's on your knee. You're
yeah,
gonna look like a fool.
You're such a corporate bully. We should talk about that podcast next. What to do about your corporate bully.
I fear I might be a corporate bully.
Okay. And then the other thing is that, I think that you should always have a change of clothes with you or in your car, because there's been so many times. Why are you looking at me like that? Because there's so many times that, like, I'm such a messy eater and I just, like, spill shit on me all the time where, like, I'm just, I don't know. Yeah, just...
Katie, I'm gonna send you a Tide stick. Have you heard of them?
Not really, no.
I'm not gonna lie, though.
I'm not an adult yet, Claire. I'm still in college, okay?
I'm proud of you for having some self-awareness that you might need a backup clothes, but it's giving kindergarten nap time might wet your pants.
Yes.
Man, I really am a corporate bully today. Not even gonna lie, I opened up like the little locker. Like there's like a little locker in my cubicle, and I opened it up the other day and there was fully just like one of my work shirts and blazers in there, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I just shut the locker and it's still in there. So I guess I do have a change of clothes, technically.
Okay. So, yeah, my idea was a good idea. So, guys, do that because there have been times where, like, like a zipper doesn't work on a dress or something. Another reason why dresses scare me is we're going to work. And then I have to, like, get a blazer to, like, cover it. What? Work dresses?
Not all. I wore a dress today to work that didn't have a zipper.
Oh.
I'm really going to have to start sending you OOTDs. I'm really
okay, do that, and we can document it. And if people want to know, then we can put it on the Instagram, and we can do Claire's OOTDs, a series.
Wait, there's like this one girl and her mom on TikTok, and I always get them, and they like coordinate their outfits, and they like work in the same corporate office.
What? They work in the same corporate office?
I'm gonna send it to you. I think so.
Are you sure it's not the sister one?
I thought that one girl was the mom, but I'm just making this up. Again, I'm being a corporate bully, so.
Okay, fine. Okay, but anyways, I still think it's a good idea. And because also my boyfriend during his final internship presentation at his company, he looked down. I don't know how this happened, or maybe he caught his shirt on the door. I still don't understand. But there was like a whole rip down his forearm on the sleeve. And I was like, how the fuck did you do that? And he was like, I don't know, it just ripped. And I was like, well, aren't you gonna like come home and change and then go back out? And he was like, no. And so he just stood like actually in the corner with his hand like this and presented and just gestured to the board and hid the arm. And I was like, okay. So that could also be you.
I guess there's always that risk. I might be willing to take it.
Okay. When we're talking about shoes, one of my bosses wore Tim's into the office every day, which I thought was so interesting.
I kind of fuck with that.
Look at you. That's because you're Midwestern. That's like such an Illinois thing to do. Like other people don't do that, but I guess it was
it's a
in
Chicago
Missouri.
thing to do. It's such a Chicago thing to do, not a Midwest thing.
But Chicago is in the Midwest.
I don't think so.
Yes, it is. It's in Illinois. You don't think
Okay,
Chicago's in
Katie.
the Midwest?
That's the North.
No, it's not. That's the Midwest.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm
Anyways,
looking
how
at.
do we feel-
I'm looking it up right now.
I know Katie's gonna be a corporate bully on this topic, but Katie,
It's in the America Midwest.
as opposed to the what Midwest? The America Midwest? See, this is not a good source.
It was Wikipedia, Claire. What do you want me to do?
Then there's that. How do you feel about jewelry? Is there ever too much jewelry for the office? Do you ever see somebody looking a little too gaudy?
I feel
You
like
always see someone walk in and you're like, you looking a little gaudy.
I don't know. I feel like the people that have like, okay, what do you think about nose rings and multiple ear piercings or whatever?
I mean, it's 2025, so I can't say anything about that. But, you know, there is a point when it's like, that might be too much because I'm being distracted now.
Yeah, I mean, there are some people at my work, but I feel like they don't have like a bunch going on. They choose like one. And so there's like either one in the
Well,
nose.
that's cool.
Yeah. And so it's less of a big deal, but I don't know. I feel like for other like jewelry though, I guess it's piercing jewelry, right? It is, right? Kind of.
I'm just thinking like big earrings, too many necklaces. I always grew up with people being like, keep your jewelry very simple and clean for work.
Oh, really? I grew up watching all my elementary teachers,
Well, you were from the South.
and they wore these huge chunky necklaces, you know?
That's horrible. Yeah.
I thought it was cool at the time. Whatever.
I definitely went through a phase, like when Chevron was in.
No, Claire, you're my age. There was no chevron for us. It was like millennials.
Lie to me. You had a Chevron shirt at some point.
No,
Or
I
like
didn't.
one of those skirts, those maxi Chevron skirts.
No, I didn't. I had a scarf, but that was it.
An infinity scarf.
Yeah.
Those went so hard. What if I just like started dressing like that for work? Like a maxi chevron skirt, an infinity scarf, like bulky, cheap ass jewelry.
There are some people who dress like exactly like that, or like a kindergarten teacher. Like I've had some people really get into like, you know, the chunky like jean jackets with a long like yellow dress or something. Actually that.
I fear that's me.
I know. But it's okay because you kind of were my teacher because you were L&D for me from the sorority.
I can't.
So when you gave speeches, I was like, I remember your like long, like really appropriate dresses that you'd wear to like chapter or whatever when you were talking to us. And I was like, but they look good.
What can I say? Modesty is, what's that saying?
Modest is hottest.
Yes, that's the one. Modest is Hottest.
Okay, socks. What do you think about specifically men's socks? Because I feel like some women don't wear socks
I
with their shoes, obviously.
I rarely wear socks to work unless I'm wearing like tennis shoes. I think like honestly the hottest men in business have like patterned socks. Like they have to be like fun socks. Do you
Like
know what I mean?
what?
Like it's 4th of July weekend. I better see some little flags on your socks.
No, are you actually serious?
I am so serious. Like I love goofy socks. I think that they're so attractive for some reason.
You're such a nerd.
Uh
Okay, anyway. But I mean like Nike socks versus like nicer socks. You know what I'm saying? Because my boyfriend still wears Nike socks to work.
no. This is like the athleisure problem. We don't need to be wearing Nike socks to work. Put on some real socks, you know?
But see, the problem is guys don't know where to buy that stuff. Where is she gonna buy it from? You know?
Amazon?
But like, when do they switch, from Nike socks, which was like the staple since 6th grade? When did they decide that they're done with those socks? You know? Like, I feel like people should grow out of Nike socks by like 9th grade.
I agree. Other than for basketball or, a
Yeah.
sport.
Yeah.
Keep this Nike socks on the court.
Okay.
You know what I want to talk about?
What?
Backpacks. I hate wearing a backpack to work.
I like it because when I wore a purse, I was like trying to figure out where the laptop should go because I have to take it home because I work virtual like Monday, Fridays, and then I work like during the week. You know what I'm saying? So I have to take it to and from work.
Yeah. But I have a laptop bag that goes on my shoulder that has a slot for the laptop.
Oh, where'd you get the bag from?
Amazon. They make all kinds of them now and they're so clutch.
Okay, well, I don't have that.
This is torturing me.
So now I just wear the backpacks. They also gave us like free backpacks during orientation. And it said like the company name, and everyone just uses those.
I feel like as an intern, you have to be loyal to that. But once you get like a full-time job, it's like time to branch out.
And I feel like guys can get away with it, is my point. Because, they'd rather have a backpack than a purse or a briefcase or whatever they used to have. So I feel like guys can get away with it, but then girls are like expected to like get purses or something. And then you have to go find a purse. And it's super annoying.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
And it's not like high school or middle school when there's like 2 backpack brands and you just decide out of the 2 brands on the color,
Do I want JanSport or North Face?
It's not like that anymore. And now there's like a million different brands and it gets so much more confusing,
No, I don't know. I went onto Amazon for 30 minutes and found a work bag I liked. I feel like I kind of covered my main pet peeves. The only thing I want to say is sometimes men need to be putting on socks.
Do
Sometimes
people not wear socks?
yes, I'll see someone like walk by like sockless loafering like boys, and I'm like no.
Yeah, I hate it, especially when there's little hairs on the top. That kind of really grosses me out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's like they're seeping for air outside of the loafer because the man has on. It's like help me, I'm stuck in this loafer, and this man didn't put a sock on. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah. Oh, what do you think about guys that literally have like 3 work shirts? I swear I'll see some guys and it's like you have 2 work shirts and it's very clear that you just alternate them every day.
Green flag.
Clear though, they have to be, think about it. They have to be either washing their clothes every day or they're just re-wearing their clothes.
I really aspire to live in a Monday through Friday work life, like where everyone wears the same thing Monday, everyone wears the same thing Tuesday, everyone wears the same thing Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like, why do I need more than 5 outfits?
Like a Charlie Brown? Or like the underwear we used to have as kids that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Well, I didn't have that because I'm not a little bitch.
No. That was like a trend for a while, you used to have like the Monday ones and the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Thank you. Isn't it so funny that our parents used to have that for us? Is that to like
Like, that's
incentivize
fucking
us?
weird.
I don't know.
That's like kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, like, have you seen Ginny and Georgia? The one guy on the show, he wears like a shirt that says like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but he wears them on the wrong days. And they're like, oh, quirky. He's like so quirky.
Claire, why do you watch the show?
I don't know. I don't know why I do half the things I do, but that's a story for another day.
Okay, anyways. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
Currently finding a bag that fits Katie's lifestyle. So, fun story about Katie, actually.
What?
In college, she thought that people who wore big backpacks looked weird. So she would wear a backpack probably the size of like a sheet of paper. Maybe. It would be like a 10 by 10 tiny thing on her back because she said big backpacks look stupid.
Oh my, Claire, you did not have to expose me like that, okay? First of all,
It's okay.
thought,
we live and we learn.
Okay, it looks, I'm right when I say it looks chunky with like a nice outfit. Like you wear a nice dress, a nice outfit, and then you have this huge hulking backpack. It ruins the outfit. So you might as well just have like a cute backpack the whole time and then not have to like worry about having two backpacks, you know?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just think it was an interesting battle to choose in college, you know? Like, there are so many battles in college, and Katie's out here fighting the large backpacks.
My outfits, I try to wear a dress or something, and then it's like, well, it just doesn't work. And then they like make your skirt right up, and so I'm just like, I'll just get a tiny backpack and it won't do that.
But then where do you put your shit?
In the tiny backpack. I just stuff it really in there.
Okay.
But yeah, that was an era for me.
It was an era.
All right, that's all we have for this week. As always, check out our link tree in our bio and submit stories and questions to our listener inbox. We love you guys, and we will see you next week.
And please send us your corporate stories. I need some funny stuff.
Yes, we love hearing from you guys, and it's also a chance for you to be featured in your stories to be featured in one of our episodes. See you guys next time.